What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. What's going on with all y'all out there, man? We're going to go ahead and talk about what's been going on with two absolute titans in sports. LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. But first things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons in the chat. Run the likes up for your boy, man. Keep the likes at 50% of the audience. Last but not least, tip your bartender. What's going on with all y'all, man? What's happening with you guys, man? It's it's a Thursday. So I decided to do Blaze one for the nation, because I haven't been able to do it the last few days. I figured today's a good day to make that pop off, man. But I wanted to talk about this situation, man, because this Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James situation, man, a lot of you guys are not understanding what this really is, okay? You got to understand what it is. Everyone's getting caught up into who it is, okay? As we should. You got one of the greatest basketball players of all time, whether you like him or not, and one of the greatest sports pundit and commentators of all time, whether you like it or not. Both of these guys are polarizing. Both of these guys have tremendous fan bases and tremendous haters. LeBron has tremendous fan base and tremendous haters. Stephen A. has the same, okay? But this conversation is going to be the truth, the real truth on the LeBron James, Stephen A. feud. This is the absolute real reason, bro. And I'm about to get into it right now, man. But first things first, I got to do what? Blaze one for the nation, okay? Man, been waiting 2 days for that, man. Weather just hasn't been good. Make sure you guys are checking out the merch. Appreciate you, Unknown Raider guy, putting the merch up. Okay. But we're gonna get into it, man. If you haven't really been paying attention, or you haven't heard about it, then you're obviously just not on social media, or you got other things to do. But LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, man, have both been going scorched earth and full court press on each other over the last couple of days. It just seems like every day it's a new thing, man. Like over comments that was levied by Stephen A. approximately, maybe like a month ago. Him questioning LeBron James, handling of Bronny James being in the NBA, and how he implored him as a father to stop it and all of that. And then LeBron, who saw him at the game against the Knicks in Staples Center. Well, I call it Staples Center. You guys call it Crypto. And Stephen A's there. LeBron walked up to Stephen A., told him what he needed to tell him. And ever since then, man, it's been World War III. And, everybody has their side, and everybody's picking their side. You guys, people are saying this, people are saying that. But at the end of the day, man, there's a truth behind all of this. Well, no matter who you're siding with, there's a truth. So here's the real truth, man. All right. Run the likes up, you guys. Here's the real truth. All right. You're just basically dealing with two guys who have the same friends. Let's look at it like this, man. Okay. These guys both have the same friends. All right. Stephen A. is friends with Dwayne Wade. LeBron's friends with Dwayne Wade. Stephen A's friends with Carmelo Anthony. LeBron's friend with Carmelo Anthony. They all got the same homies. They all got the same friends. They all run around in the same circles. They're all in the same business. The business of sports entertainment, and notably the NBA. Okay? So these guys have every reason to get along. They have every reason to get along. There should be no reason that LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith don't get along. Now, if you see anything crazy on here, I got the doors open, you guys. So if you see anything crazy, I got the doors open, just to let you know. Okay? So they don't like each other, bro, even though they have every reason to like each other. They both mutually respect each other as far as what they do. Stephen A. respects LeBron. He says he's the second greatest player of all time. He's not going to put him over Jordan. All right. Neither would I. But I like LeBron, but he's not Jordan. And I think that LeBron respects Stephen A. for him doing what he does. But with that being said, man, you're just dealing with two guys that just don't get along. These two dudes are like oil and water. It doesn't matter why everybody else has been trying to get them to be friends for, 15 years, bro. All right. They're in the same places. When Dwayne Wade got married, LeBron was there, Stephen A. was there. They're always around each other, but they just do not mix, bro. It doesn't matter. You got a guy who, when he shows up, everything's cool. Another guy shows up. It's just a problem with those two, bro. Okay. Constantly, man. All right. And this situation that Stephen A. Has been doing, it's basically him taking over for his friend Skip Bayless. That's another reason. Skip Bayless, we all know, has been LeBron's biggest proponent. That's his friend too. So you're dealing with two guys that don't like each other, but they have to deal with each other. They have to. All right. LeBron doesn't have to deal with Stephen A., but he has to deal with Stephen A. talking about him. Stephen A. Smith is the #1 sports television commentator on the planet. There's nobody bigger than Stephen A. Smith when it comes to what he does. He's #1. And LeBron James is the biggest name in basketball. Okay. Michael Jordan's been retired since 2002. Active players. LeBron James is the biggest basketball star in the world. Stephen A. Smith is the biggest sports pundit in the world. He's on ESPN, the sports leader. LeBron's on in NBA, #1 in a basketball league in the world. These two dudes hate each other, bro. They don't like each other, and they never had any reason to make it public. They when they see each other, sup, man? Sup? Hey. It's never been more than that. 10 years ago it was the same. 5 years ago it was the same. 15 years ago it was the same. 3 months ago it was the same. No matter what, they're never gonna form Voltron. So, you don't like each other, bro, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that you got one guy, Stephen A. Smith, who just signed a $100 million deal with ESPN, bro. If you haven't been noticing, Stephen A. has been delving into politics. He's been on with Tucker Carlson. He's been over here with Bill O'Reilly. Stephen A. is trying to take himself out of the sports landscape and move over and be like a Michael Strahan. Move over and be somebody who's more secular. Not just talking sports, but talking politics, but talking, lifestyle, talking all these different things, bro. He's expanding his brand. And guess what, man? When you're expanding your brand, you're going to use whatever tools are at your disposal to expand your brand. And right now, man, Bronny James was a perfect person to do that for, regardless of whether or not, as a basketball player, everybody can be critiqued between those lines. If you're playing a sport, you're doing something in your professional vocation, whether you be president of the United States, whether you be the commissioner of the NBA, NFL, whatever it is, a quarterback, a wide receiver, a second baseman, or whoever it is, when you're actively in your vocation, when you're in your job, you are not exempt from being critiqued. Everybody can be critiqued on what they do, bro. Okay. If it's in a professional setting. All right. Especially if that's my job. And it's Stephen A's job to do that. Huh? Stephen A's job is to critique what he does. The difference is now he's trying to expand his brand. He's trying to be able to talk about more things. I think he's reached as high as he can go in sports. Now he has to move over and start trying to be on Bill O'Reilly. Now he needs to try to move over there and hang out with some of these other people so he can grow his brand into something bigger. He's tried to have a talk show before. He's had the Stephen A. Smith show when he had a couch and people came in and sat down. Nobody watched it. He's been trying to be Jay Leno. He's been trying to be Johnny Carson. He's been trying to be Arsenio Hall. Okay? So why not use LeBron James to help me out? I just signed a $100 million deal, bro. And I'm talking about, I don't really particularly like him as a person, but I like what he's done, and I'm going to use that. Plus, LeBron has been a person who's never said anything to anybody. He's never said nothing to anybody. Anyone that critiqued him or said anything out of pocket, we all know Skip Bayless said a lot of things out of pocket. Other people have said things out of pocket. LeBron never said nothing. He just played. He played the game, and he just and that's it. Okay. So, with all that being said, bro, I don't blame Stephen A. Smith for using LeBron James, man, because it's getting me views. It's getting me what it is I need to get. But the thing that messed it all up for him was this. Okay? What messed Stephen A. Smith was that he should have never said, as a father, LeBron, I'm begging you, stop doing this. That is the truth. If he never tried to say, as a parent, as a dad, I'm talking to you, bro, please stop putting your son through this, we wouldn't even be here. We're only here because Stephen A. tried to put his parentage or his parent ideology over LeBron's about his kid. Now, that has nothing to do with Michael Jordan being the GOAT and you're mad at me because of this. And it's a nigga you don't respect telling you to stop raising your child or helping your son based on him, based on what he would do. That's what did it, bro. You shouldn't have never did that. You could have critiqued Bronny's game, said, hey, man, he's not up to par. He shouldn't be in the NBA. But when you said, and this is what he refuses to say, this is why I don't respect what Stephen A. is doing when he gets to the point where he has to tell the truth, bro. Everything that he's saying underneath that, I agree with. He should be able to do this and that. But he refuses to acknowledge that he messed up, man, by saying, as a father, I'm trying to show you how to be a better dad. That's where he made a mistake. That's where it all ended, bro. You don't get to do that, man. Whether or not you're LeBron, whether or not you're the guy bagging the groceries at the grocery store, whether you're the dude that's pumping gas, no matter what you could be shoveling shit. You don't get to go and tell somebody else, me as a parent, you should be doing this and stop doing what you're doing because you're embarrassing your kid, and expect that parent to say it's all good, it's okay, yeah. Hell nah. That's where all this shit happened, because Bron was like, when I see him, I'm gonna step to him. I'm not going on TV. I'm not going on social media. I'm not doing any of that. I'm gonna see him and I'm gonna check him in person. And that's why I give LeBron a salute on that, bro. Because Stephen A. said it on TV. He said it on the #1 sports channel in the world. He said it on the biggest morning show in sports. He said all of this in front of millions and hundreds of millions of people. And LeBron James, just to let you guys know, his Instagram, he has like 167 million followers on his IG. He has hundreds of millions of people on social media across his platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. He could have easily went on there and did that, but he didn't. He walked up on his ass and he talked to him to his face. And guess what? Stephen A. said, I didn't know he was going to do that. I didn't know that I was busy working. Bro, you were comfortable. Stephen A. was comfortable that Bron wasn't going to say shit. That's why he was standing over there on his side. Okay, you're standing over there on his side so you can utilize him as a backdrop and stand there and do your thing and blah blah blah, knowing that Bron knew that you said all that shit. You never reached out to him. He's right there. LeBron's right there. All you had to do in between segments is like, hey man, pass a message. You're friends with all of his friends. You're friends with Rich Paul, that's his manager. You're friends with Maverick Carter, that's his best friend. You're friends with Randy Mims. You're friends with all his friends. You're friends with D Wade. You're friends with, you guys were both friends with Kobe. You're friends with Carmelo Anthony. You could easily pass a kite to him, dog. Very easy, bro. All you had to do was say, yo, man, tell Bron I want to holler at him. You could have told JJ Redick. You could have told him that. But you didn't, dog, because you didn't think Bron was going to step to you. You didn't think that shit, bro. And Bron knew that. And when he stepped to you, he said, I'm not going to even mince no words with you, homie. Stop effing with my son. And guess what? What? Come on, man. Nah, dog. What was that shit you were saying? Okay? I'm telling you straight up, bro. Oh, dog. Oh, we could talk about this later. What do you mean talk about it later? And this is what Stephen A said. Stephen A said that he told him, well, we could talk about this after the game. You think I'm going to waste time talking to you, bro, when you didn't waste? The only reason why you're telling me to talk after the game is because I walked up to you. Somebody was about that life. Somebody was standing on business and somebody was bullshitting. Somebody was bullshitting, bro, whether it be whoever you like and whoever you don't like. If you just look at it through a lens, it could be two old dudes. One dude was about that life and stepped to you as a man about some man content that you put out when I could have easily went on there and your ass said, let's talk about it later. Nah, dog. Once I address your hoe ass, I'm done with you. And he addressed them. Okay? When that happened, it went viral. Everybody saw it. It was all, and what was good about it was Bron didn't have any cameras. What happened was people were filming that shit because they knew Stephen A said some shit to him, and it was people that was filming it on their phone and posting it. That was a genius move by LeBron. Hey, man, I didn't post anything. I stepped to you as a man, okay? Stop talking about my son, okay? Well, I'm not talking about your son. Yeah, you are, bro. You're talking about my son. Keep it about me, bro. Let's just keep it between us, dog. You know what I'm saying? No wife, no kids. Isn't that what Tony Montana said? Remember in Scarface, bro? No effing wife, no effing kids. And when he was supposed to be blowing up the car and the kids was in there, and the guy was saying he was going to blow it up, and he shot him, pow! Because you got to have some kind of decorum, bro. You got to have some kind of rules to the game, bro. You got to have some type of rules to the game. He shouldn't have never talked about LeBron as a parent. That's the truth, bro. Has nothing to do about Bronny, basketball, all of that shit. That's part of the game. But when you said, as a father, I don't respect you, nigga. You're crazy as hell. I don't respect you, dog, to be talking to me. Just imagine the person who you don't like the most. Now, this is the thing that's funny about all social media. Everybody acts like they ain't humans no more. Everybody's Twitter fingering and tweeting and posting and saying stupid shit. I don't even need to know you personally. There is somebody who you absolutely despise, bro. There's somebody who is alive who, if you saw them, you wouldn't piss on them if they're on fire, bro. You don't engage with them. You don't talk to them. It could be a family member. It could be a former friend. It could be a former boss. It could be an ex. There's somebody you don't F with, bro, in the world. There's somebody you don't F with, and they don't F with you. And you keep to you, yourself, and they keep to themselves. Just imagine, dog. They go out there and they get on a big ass platform where everybody can see them, and they say, as a parent, as a father, as a mother, as a this, I don't, please stop, man. You're making, man, are you crazy, bro? You're crazy, bro. You mess with people's kids. I don't care if you're 20. I don't care if you're 30. I don't care if you're 40. I don't care how old you are, bro. Okay? I could be 50 years old, bro. My mother was going to ride for me. Straight up. some other mother talking crazy about me, she ain't gonna say, oh, well, he's grown. My mom gonna be like, you better watch your mouth. And that's what you guys don't get. Okay? That's what you guys don't get. You don't understand that that was the catalyst, and Stephen A refuses to acknowledge that because he knows that's what happened. If he just would have kept it basketball, then it would have been fine. He got checked, and he got checked in a bad way, man. That shit was in the hundreds of millions, if not maybe tens of millions of people sharing it. He got embarrassed. Stephen A got embarrassed, bro. He was absolutely humiliated by that situation. All right. So what does he do at that point? Also, earlier in the day, he made an announcement. Let's get these likes up. Stephen A. Smith made the announcement that he had just signed his brand new deal, $100 million ESPN deal, that same day. LeBron James knew what he was doing, bro. On the day that you had was supposed to be the biggest day of your life, you signed a $100 million bag on ESPN and made an announcement. That day was supposed to be about Stephen A. It was supposed to be about he finally made it. That's you as an athlete winning a Super Bowl. That's you as an athlete winning an NBA final. You winning the heavyweight championship of the world. You winning a Stanley Cup. You winning, a World Series, bro. And you the MVP. It's your time. You're supposed to be on a victory lap. Stephen A. Smith was supposed to be on a victory lap that day. I made it. I'm the dude that was on Cold Pizza back in the day, being a little, contributor with Skip Bayless. And now I'm the biggest sports person in the world on the biggest channel. I am him. It was supposed to be about him. He was gloating. He's swagged out. And LeBron said, I'm about to put a monkey wrench in your entire program on your day. Because of what you said, homie. You think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow? No, I'm gonna do it now. And it was in a timeout, a TV timeout, in the third quarter against the Knicks in a very competitive game. And Stephen A was gonna stand and use LeBron as a backdrop. And when LeBron walked right up to his ass and told him, ruined everything for Stephen A. So what happened after that? Stephen A went on a whole campaign, man, to try to talk about, oh, man, this and that. And, and if he would have did this, I would have did that. And if he would have said this, I would have said that. And he's just mad because of blah, 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 blah. He did all of that bullshit. LeBron still didn't say nothing, bro. LeBron didn't say nothing. He's like, I said what I needed to say. That was it. Stephen A used this as content. He was talking about it every day. He has his own show. Stephen A has his own a video show called the Stephen A Smith Show. He has First Take. He has NBA Countdown. He has a podcast. This nigga was talking about Bron this entire time after that, saying this, saying that, saying this, saying that. Oh, he said this. Oh, he said that. Oh, this is exactly what he said. Doing all of that. Bron didn't say shit. Bron got hurt. He was out 7 games, trying to rehab. Didn't post this cat. Didn't say nothing about this cat. None of that, bro. Stephen A using this shit every day as content, bro. Every day. Adding different portions of the story. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Listen. Oh, I forgot. He's using LeBron James in this entire situation to build up his content, to build up the views, to get everything popping. He has to validate why he's a $100 million man. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with Stephen A using LeBron James in this situation to his advantage, because that's what he should have did. But you don't get to tell LeBron not to use it too. I mean, this is just like Drake and Kendrick Lamar, you guys. I mean, hey, man. Drake, you put out a diss song. Kendrick put out a diss song. You put out a bunch of diss songs, and then Kendrick came back, okay, with they ain't like us. They ain't like us. Boom, 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 boom. Once that happened, that was yesterday. Kendrick Lamar and LeBron James both came out with the coup de grace with the Pat McAfee interview that he did. LeBron James put out the they ain't like us on Stephen A's ass, because Stephen A's been running around, popping it, and LeBron has just been playing basketball, trying to get back. Okay, came back, had a 3-game losing streak, bro, and then yesterday, Pat McAfee, bro. Now, LeBron James doesn't do interviews, bro, and he doesn't do interviews with ESPN. The last time I was gonna say LeBron Jackson, LeBron James did an interview with ESPN. It was the "I'm taking my talents to South Beach," which was an absolute. I mean that was a bad move by LeBron to do that shit. Okay, that was the last time he was on ESPN, doing an interview. But with Pat McAfee, that right there was a "they ain't like us" move, bro. Because number one, Pat McAfee is the guy who's gonna let you say what you wanna say. Pat McAfee is not gonna police LeBron James. He's on ESPN, but he's the dude who's like, my show is no holds barred. Nothing is above to be asked and all of that. And Pat McAfee had a problem with ESPN's higher ups when he came on his show and said, they're trying to sabotage me. They're trying to ruin my show. So he's a rebel. Pat McAfee's a rebel, bro. He's a dude like, hey, man, you come over here and say what you want, LeBron. Like, are you worried about me saying something about Stephen A? Hey, man, Stephen A. He can handle his own business. You come to my show, man, we're going to ask whatever. He knew what he was doing, and it's on his network. And the higher-ups approved it. They approved LeBron James coming on an ESPN sanctioned show that is no holds barred and told Stephen A, hey, Steve, that's LeBron, man. We gotta, and if Stephen A wasn't mad, bro, he's lying. He was pissed. How are you gonna? I'm the man over here. If anything, you should have been asking me, is it cool? Nah, dog, we ain't asking you if it's cool or not. Okay? We're putting LeBron on the show. LeBron goes on Pat McAfee. He was on there for a whole hour, bro. Okay? And Pat McAfee's off the cuff. He's like me. Off the cuff, no script. Just start talking. We're gonna let it do what it do. Cussing, whatever. Okay? LeBron James started grilling Stephen A. He was cooking him, dog. When he said, hey, man, so what's going on with you with Stephen A? Hey, man, what's going on with you with Stephen A, man? He's like, man, LeBron's like, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. He said he's been going on a Taylor Swift tour. Man, I was crying laughing when he said he compared Stephen A. Smith to Taylor Swift. He said, "Oh man, he's been on a Taylor Swift tour, talking to Steven Jackson and them, running over here, running over there." He called him Tay-Tay, bro. LeBron James called him Tay-Tay. I was crying, bro. I was crying laughing. Okay. He says this dude couldn't wait for me to say something to him. He said this. He said he wasn't going to talk about it. Then he's talking about it. Then he's not talking about it. LeBron cooked him, dog. I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. If something's funny, it's funny. Doesn't matter if you like the person or not. There's been many a times that somebody I didn't like said some funny shit. There's been many a time, bro. Okay? There's been many a time I've been out and about at the party, bro, and cat walk in that I don't really particularly like, man, and somebody says something to him and he cooks them, and I'm rolling. This shit's funny. If it's funny, bro. You know, y'all, it's not funny because it's LeBron. No, that shit was hilarious. He called him Taylor Swift, dog. And guess what? I have to agree with him, dog. Why are you going on a whole media campaign, bro? You're on the #1 sports show in the world, okay? Why are you on these other podcasts and stuff, dog, to talk about LeBron the whole time? You never went on no other podcast before talking about anything. Now you're talking about me. Man, he cooked that dude, man. He says, look, man, he's not getting it. This is what LeBron said, bro. He's not getting it. He thinks it's about what he's talking about my son. He thinks it's about my son's play. No, man, my son's in the NBA. I never said nothing to nobody, bro. The problem is he overstepped his bounds, bro, talking about my family. What did Drake do? When Kendrick Lamar said, hey, keep family out of it. Let's just keep it between us and keep it cute. And Drake decided that he put out that "Day Free" line talking about Kendrick's son is his best friends. And he didn't learn his lesson. Leave people's families out of it, because when you deal with somebody's kids and family, people aren't going to be what you want them to be no more. All that shit's over. All that, it's, you talk about, you crossed the line. And when Drake crossed the line and started talking, saying that Kendrick's wife slept with his best friend and his son is his and all of that, that's when Kendrick and K-Dot turned into an absolute monster, bro. That's when he turned into the boogeyman and came out with Meet the Grams and all his songs and all this shit and killed them with the Not Like Us song. That's what Bron decided. He's like, man, I'm not gonna let this cat do that. Plus, do we even know Stephen A's kids? Okay, we don't know Stephen A's daughters like that. They're not in the public eye like that. And salute to LeBron James for not bringing his kids into it. Okay, all right. Kendrick did bring Drake's kid in it on Meet the Grams when he was saying your father's a terrible person, but he was just telling him your dad ain't shit. That's all he was doing. He wasn't saying nothing crazy. He was just saying, hey man, you're gonna grow up one day and understand your dad ain't shit. Okay, your dad's a piece of shit. And LeBron never brought up his kids at all. He never brought up his kids, bro. You're bringing up mine. Fine, talk about what on the court, but don't talk about me as a parent, bro. Okay, so. With that being said, when he did that, man, that's when Stephen A came out there and started talking about, yeah, if he would have touched me, the next day, he would have touched me, I definitely would have swung at him. Now you're talking about violence, bro. When did LeBron do anything remotely violent to you, bro? He just told you called you out your name and told you what it was. He didn't bow his fists up at you. He didn't do anything that made you think that he was going to hit you. For you to go on there and say, well, if he would have touched me, I would have swung. Like, see, that's the problem, Steve. When you did that, okay, that game, LeBron James, he wasn't having a good game, dog. I was watching it. Bron was having a very bad game, dog. He didn't even have a field goal in the first half. That hasn't happened since 2010. LeBron James not having a field goal in the first half of a game has not happened in 15 years. That has not happened. He only had like 2 points going into the third quarter. I'm like, I don't know if Bron's going to keep this record that he has, consecutive double-digit games. Okay, he was just playing bad, bro. He definitely was not in the game. But third quarter, he locked in. He started doing what he needed to do. He tips the ball in, bro. They win on the last second. He gets a last second shot. And with that all being said, bro, LeBron James did something that I'm glad he did, and that he posted the video of Stephen A. Smith. There's a viral video of Stephen A. Smith, with a trainer holding up the mitts, and Stephen A. is trying to hit the mitts. Totally looking like somebody who don't know what the hell he's doing, bro. That shit was hilarious. This shit happened like a year or two ago. LeBron put the video up on his King James Instagram account. Go to his King James with the check and look at the amount of subscribers he has. I looked at it last night. 160 million people. He put that up and he put 3 words: womp, womp, womp. Stephen A, you can't even say he's fighting like a girl, because the girls in my neighborhood could chuck him. Ain't that right, Sarah K. Scott? The girls that I grew up with could chuck. So I can't say, oh, he's swinging like a girl. All the girls I knew could fight dudes and knock dudes out. Okay? My hood was different. So I can't say he was fighting like a girl, but he was definitely swinging like a nerd. He was definitely swinging like a dude who didn't know what the hell he was doing, stepping to a world-class athlete like LeBron James talking about, I definitely would have swung. What? This dude, Stephen A. Smith, is in shambles right now, bro. He's in absolute shambles, bro. Okay? Shambles. All right? So, with that being said, bro, with that being said, I looked at who was liking the post. It wasn't just he posted it. You had to see who liked the post. You had all types of people liking the post. You had Draymond Green liking the post. You had Tristan Thompson liking the post. You had Max Crosby liked it, Raider Nation. Max Crosby liked it. All these people liked it. All these celebrities liked it. All these athletes liked it from different sports, bro. They all was liking it. When I saw Mad Max on there, bro, I was like, Stephen A is not well liked in the sports athlete landscape. They don't like Stephen A, bro. If you don't remember, him and Kevin Durant had a run in for a couple of years. KD had a run in with him because he was saying when he said that KD made the most weak move in the history of sports when he went to, after he went down lost 3-1 to the Warriors when he was with OKC, and he went to the Warriors the next year. He said that was the weakest move by a superstar in history, and he was talking crazy to him and all of that shit. And KD was talking crazy about him for a few years. And even Kevin Durant's mama said something to him, said something to Stephen A. Okay, like, hey, you need to chill out. And he was like, yeah, Mama Durant. He go, I gotta apologize. Mama Durant checked me. So what's the difference between Mama Durant? He's way older than Kevin Durant. Bronny James checking Stephen A. It was, oh, Mama Durant. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. Oh, yeah, Mama Durant checked me. Oh, I'm gonna leave her son alone. But when Bron did it on somebody who almost died 2 years ago, who's 20, now it's, oh man, let him grow up on his own. Let him do this. Let him do that. Nah, dog. Nah, man. The difference is, bro. The difference is that you were gonna look weak with Mama Durant saying something, dog. Okay. All right. Funny as hell. Okay. So with all that being said, man, Stephen A. Smith went on again today. It's just been every day he's on. They're making a whole segment. Molly, so Stephen A., did you see the post that he put of you boxing? Oh yeah, glad you asked me. Let me get into that real quick. Steve, dog, you are out here looking crazy out here, bro. You're losing the beef. You're losing the battle, bro. Okay? Let it go, man. Cut it out, bro. You're getting cooked, man. You're getting cooked by somebody who you shouldn't be getting cooked by. You shouldn't be getting cooked by LeBron James, bro. Okay? You should not be getting cooked by LeBron James, man. That's a guy who you should not even be having to worry about. This man has never said nothing to nobody, but you messed up by saying something about his parenting. When he said, I wasn't talking about your son, I was talking about your ass. I was talking about your ass. Doing all of that shit. I'm like, come on, dog. I'm black. Bron's black. Bronny's black. We're all black that understood. You didn't have to try to be hood about it. He's all on Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson's podcast, trying to be as urban as possible, bro. Come on, man. Nobody looks at you as whack 100. Like, you're not whack 100, bro. Like, you're Stephen A, bro. Stop walking around trying to show you still black, bro. That's why T.O. said. That's why Terrell Owens said what he said. Terrell Owens liked it too. Remember when T.O. was on there with Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, and he told Stephen A. Smith, hey man, Max Kellerman's blacker than you. Remember that? When T.O. said, oh, Stephen A., Max Kellerman's more blacker than you. He got all mad. Oh man, he got all butthurt. Okay, we know you a black man, Steve, man, but you decided, man, to go ahead and eat the Wonder Bread. It's okay, man. You want to be the Wonder Bread man. Okay, be the Wonder Bread man. You wouldn't have made it being cracked wheat. You wouldn't have made it where you are, bro, being the cracked wheat loaf of bread. You needed to be the safe guy. The safe, I'm going to say what it is. That's why you're over there with Tucker Carlson. That's why you're over here saying this and saying that and trying to be political and talking about how you and 47 get along and all of that. Dude, you're going along to get along. Okay? If you remember Kwame Brown, #1 pick in the NBA draft, who did he have a beef with? Stephen A. Smith. The same cat. And Kwame Brown don't like LeBron James. Kwame don't like LeBron, but he had the same run-ins with him too when he said you were going around them colleges and universities talking about I was an absolute scrub and breaking and doing all of that. Stephen A, man, is not, he's not going to be at the NAACP meeting, homie. He's not going to be there. He's not going to be at the rally, bruh. He's not, okay? He's definitely not. He's going to talk about it, but he's not going to be about it. So let's recap. Stephen A. Smith has had so many problems with athletes, but they all have the same nationality. Every athlete that he's had a run-in with all look like him. Where's the smoke for everybody else? You got Hispanic athletes, you have Asian athletes, you have Caucasian athletes, you have Middle Eastern athletes. But every time you have a problem with somebody, bro, you have a problem with somebody that looks like you. Kevin Durant, what's his nationality? LeBron James, what's his nationality? Terrell Owens, what's his nationality? Antonio Brown, what's his nationality? Regardless of whether or not they deserve it or not, when are you going to have smoke for somebody that don't look like you, Steve? I'm waiting for that. That's how you're going to get my respect. When you go at somebody else that don't look like you, dog. You go after somebody else. Do I hear him talking about Justin Tucker and his situation? Justin Tucker got he's basically Deshaun Watson right now. I haven't heard, like I said, man, everybody that he's had a run-in with looks like him. Kwame Brown looked like him. I mean, come on, bro. Is that the only people you could talk about? That's the only people that you could find fault with, bro? Is that it? You're just gonna pinpoint. I mean, come on, man. Come on, dog. 5 or 6 people that are the same. They're all men and they're all black. Come on, bro. Nah, man. Keep it even, bro. There's plenty of people running around doing something strange for some change out there, dog. There's plenty of stories. Okay? Plenty of stories, but that's not going to get you where you want to get to. All right? So he goes on TV today saying, this is all because LeBron James, I won't say he's the GOAT, and Michael Jordan this and Michael Jordan that. Stephen A., we know you're friends with Michael Jordan, bro. We know that's your boy, dog. We understand, dog. You know, Jordan's your boy. Okay? I wish Jordan was my boy. I wouldn't have to buy all these shoes I buy. But with that being said, that still doesn't negate, that's one dude. We take LeBron out of it. We'll give you that. Okay, we won't give you the LeBron James thing. What about these other guys? Okay, what about these other guys that you were talking about? What about Kevin Durant? For years, until his mom checked you, Kevin Durant was one of the first people he had a problem with. What about KD? Okay, what about T.O.? When T.O. told you that Max Kellerman was blacker than you and you wouldn't be invited to the barbecue and you got all butthurt. Okay, all right, straight up. All right. So at the end of the day, man, the truth of the matter is when it comes to this particular situation, they don't like each other, bro. And when you don't like somebody and somebody says something that you don't particularly care for, you don't get to tell that person who was being talked about, you shouldn't say something. He's like, oh, is this what we're doing? We're going to be petty? LeBron, you've never said anything before. This is what he said today. I just watched it. Oh, you never said anything before when I was talking crazy, dude. When I was saying shit, you never said nothing now. And now you're going to post this video of me. I was hurt. I would have looked better if I wasn't injured. Come on, bruh. I don't like you, bruh. You don't like me. Is there a rule book? Okay. Is there a rule book? No. When I don't like you and you don't like me, that's what it is. Simple as that, bro. And where I come from, it gets worse. It doesn't get where I just post something on social media. Nah, dog. I don't come from that. I come from see you. I'm going to catch you wherever you coming out of. We're going to be right there sitting on your car when you come out the strip club, when you come out the club, when you come out of work, when you get out of the gym. I'm going to catch you in traffic. I'm going to catch you at the 7-Eleven or the Quick Way. I'm going to catch you I'm going to catch you. You don't get to pop all of that and ain't no repercussion. You're just used to being on television. You're not around or you're not out. You're not outside, bro. You're nowhere where anything can happen to you. You're in Bristol, Connecticut. What's gonna happen, bro? You're here in LA. You're down at LA Live down there, bro. Nothing's gonna happen, bro. You don't interact with nobody. Everywhere you go is massively protected. You're nowhere for nobody to get at you. And you've been coddled, and you've been kept, and you've been protected, and you've been able to say whatever you want. But when you said something about that man as a father, that's where you made a mistake, bro. You shouldn't have never brought that up. You could have kept this, would have kept, we wouldn't even be talking about it. But you won't admit it. He will never address that, dog. He won't address it. When he was sitting down with Dwayne Wade, he went on a podcast with Dwayne Wade, who is LeBron's best friend, and Carmelo Anthony, who's his next best friend. You're sitting with my best friend in the world and my second best friend in the world talking about me. You're talking about me, bro. These are my friends, my closest friends in the world. You're talking about me, bro. And they're telling you from me, yo, dog, Bron understands that Bronny James' game could be critiqued, but that thing you said about his parenting, you're hearing it from his best friend. I have really close friend. My best friend was the best man at my wedding. If my best friend tells you some shit, trust and believe it's from me. Okay? That man, Stephen A. Smith, still sat there and denied all that shit. It's like, okay, man, ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. Nothing else to talk about. Now I'm going to go on. Pat McAfee, and I'm going to be on for an hour, and I'm going to cook you, dog. I'm going to put your ass on the damn rotisserie grill and turn your ass like this. And that's exactly what happened, bro. And now he doesn't like it. But he's going to keep talking about it. You know what, LeBron? I wouldn't say nothing else. I did what I needed to do. I posted that shit. All these athletes loved it. Whether they were black, whether they were white. We had white guys liking it. We had black athletes liking it. We had Hispanic athletes liking it. We had too many people, bro, notable with the check marks where you click on it and you go to their page, bro. When I saw Max Crosby like this, there's nothing else to talk about, man. Max Crosby ain't black. They don't like Stephen A. Smith, bro, because he talks too much shit. And now LeBron James, a guy who's greater than all of them. He may not be Jordan, but he's LeBron, okay? Right now, LeBron is him. And LeBron said, hey, man, you're talking about families. Said it right on Pat McAfee. He said, you're talking about families, and I'm going to protect these players. LeBron's like, hey, man, I'm big bro now. Nobody else can do it but me, okay? All right. So with all that being said, bro, the truth of the matter between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith is just two guys that don't like each other. That one guy said something that he shouldn't have said, and the other guy got offended. So this guy said something back, and he's offended. That's all. It's nothing else, man. You could take all the fame and fortune and money and notoriety and just Sam over here, Joe over here. You work with Sam, you work with Joe. When Joe ain't around, Joe talks shit about Sam. When Sam's not around, Sam talks shit about Joe. And then, hey, man, he said this. I ain't tripping off of him. Oh, he said that. I don't give a damn what he said. Oh, but he said as a parent, you ain't a good parent. Now it's time to go see Joe. Where's Joe at? He's in the break room. Oh, shit. Time to go to the break room. Go to the break room, dog. Hey, Joe. What's that shit you said about me as a parent? Oh, man, I wasn't talking about your kid. I was talking about your ass. Man, come on, man. Nobody's going to fight. Nobody's going to do nothing. I mean, damn, maybe Stephen A. might file a lawsuit. I mean, he's losing this battle, and it looks like he's going to lose it. That's what Drake did. Drake lost to Kendrick. He decided to sue. Maybe Stephen A. might try to sue LeBron now. Because, since you can't beat him in the court of public opinion, because he's losing. Steve's losing this shit. He's losing bad, bro. Okay? He may need to sue, bro. Go get you an attorney. Call it a day. Go get you an attorney, bro. I mean, sue. That's what people do nowadays. Ain't no more keeping it fair. Ain't no fair ones out there, bro. None of that shit. But like I said before, if Stephen A. didn't say this as a father, Do you understand, bro? I don't know how many of you guys are fathers out there. Y'all might be fathers. Some of y'all on here grandfathers. You might be an uncle. You might be a big bro. You might be a godfather. Can you imagine somebody who you don't respect telling you that you ain't a good dad, and you know you doing everything possible? Dog, man, there's a breaking point, bro. Like, you overstep your bounds with that shit, dog. Like, yeah, my son is not me. My son is not a great basketball player at this point, even though he is playing a lot better now. Shit, he's balling now. Okay, but the kid is 20. He's in his rookie year. Okay, but with that being said, man, you don't get to say that as a parent, please stop doing what I'm doing as a parent, bro, and I don't say nothing to you. I don't know the whole bunch of dumbass people running around thinking that LeBron shouldn't have said nothing. You're crazy as hell, bro. That is the time to say something, bro. Because if I let this guy get away with it, then this guy's gonna do it, then that guy's gonna do it, then this guy's gonna do it, then this guy's gonna do it. Gotta understand that, man. LeBron's from the inner city, Stephen A's from the inner city. Okay? Bron's from Akron, Ohio, Stephen A is from Hollis, Queens. That's where Run DMC is. That's what LL Cool J's from. He's from the hood. Both of these dudes are from the hood, bro. They both made it. The rules still apply, bro. Bron can't go back home to Akron and have somebody say, Bron, you didn't check this nigga, man. You didn't say nothing to him. And Steve can't go back to Hollis and say, Steve, you let Bron talk all that shit to you? Nah, dog. Both of them had to say some shit. But somebody's losing. Okay? And it's Stephen A. Now, is it gonna hurt him? No, it's not gonna hurt him. But he's looking very, 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 very bad out here. Okay, and if I was him, I would stop talking about it. Don't keep bringing it up. You didn't think Bron was gonna retaliate and was gonna come out. Y'all remember when Drake would put out the tailor-made freestyle? And that's another reason why he said Taylor Swift. When Drake put out tailor-made freestyle and he was saying to Kendrick, drop, drop, drop. He was telling him to drop his next song. I'm waiting, drop, drop. And what did Kendrick do? He dropped on you. When he dropped the record of the year, and he dropped the #1 song of the year and was a multi-Grammy winner. And he was on Super Bowl telling you, say Drake. You mess with the wrong one. And guess what, man? That was a Say Drake moment. Pat McAfee was a Say Drake moment, and that's it. And if I was Stephen A, I'd leave it alone. But you know he's not. This is the most attention that he's got. Oh, and LeBron said, oh, man, you know he's loving this. He's loving that I'm saying his name right now. I mean, it's like, hey, man, I'm not going to let you talk about my son, dog. Okay? I know how it feels to walk into my house. My wife's there. My kid's there. When I walk in, I don't need to be having them looking at me like, this is what you're allowing. This is what you gonna let happen. Nah, dog. When I walk in the house, I'm the king, dog. Don't matter whether you like me or not. When I walk in my shit, I'm the king. I need my wife to be like, hey, babe, what's up? I need my son to run up to me and give me a hug. That's what I need. So Bron protected his, bruh, and you don't get to say he shouldn't have did it, because you know what? That's exactly what he should have did. And you know what, Steve? You need to stand down, brother. You need to stand down. All right, man, let me read you guys' questions, man. See what's going on, man. But that's the truth. The truth is you got two dudes that don't like each other. That's it. I don't like you. You don't like me. I don't F with you. You don't F with me. I say what's up. You say what's up. I don't say bye. We all got the same friends. We're all in the same places. I don't have no reason to speak to you. You have no reason to speak to me. But you said something you shouldn't have said, and I checked you on it. And now you want to act like I was wrong for that. Nah, say something again. And like I said, if Stephen A is really about that life, say something again. Go back and say that again. Don't use all the other stuff. Oh, you're not Jordan, and Jordan, you played this many years, and you bring out a whole stat book. We don't need you to bring out the damn Guinness Book of World Records and pull out, oh, Michael Jordan played 16 years, and Jordan, we don't need all of that bullshit. What we need you to do, Steve, is to say what you said before. That's what I need Stephen A to do. I don't need you to deflect. What I need you to do is to get back on the TV and say, I'm doubling down. LeBron as a father. I need Stephen A to say that shit. Okay? I really do. And you know what? He isn't going to do it. Because that's the real issue. If you really say that you're not sorry for it and you call LeBron a liar and this, that, and the other, was he lying when he said on Pat McAfee, you stepped too far in the personal shit? Get back on your television and say it again. You know what? I'm going to double down. LeBron, as a father, I did not think that you were doing. Do say that, bro. Then I respect you. But all this other shit, we don't respect it. Okay. All right. All right, man. Let me read you guys' questions, man. Whoever tips the bartender gets their question read first. All right. Mine Hayes with the $1.99 dono. The SAS's mouth is writing checks he can't cash. Washed. Oh, he getting cooked, bro. He getting cooked, man. He didn't think LeBron was going to do that. And you know what? I'm glad he did. Because it gets to the point, man, where you have to show people, man, that you really ain't just barking no more, man. You become the dog. You walk by somebody's house, the first time you walk by, dog, you jump. Man, next thing you know, you're expecting the dog to bark and blah, blah, blah. Okay? All right? You're walking around, you're not even tripping. But guess what? When you get to the end of that fence and that damn gate is open and you see that pit waiting for your ass, it's a different ball game. Stephen A walking, dumbass dog, you ain't here. He walked, oh, shit, he's out. Yeah. Stephen A's, I wish they could show the reverse angle. I wish I could see Stephen A's face. He did not think that dog was going to come out of that damn back of that fence like he did at that game. LeBron isn't going to say shit because he never has. Oh, yeah, the dog's teeth was bared. All right. Funny as hell. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. Read you guys' questions. All right. And like I said, that's the truth. All right. No Raider guy, what's going on? Tony Dale. What's going on, man? NBA, MLB fans. Yeah, man. Major League Baseball starts today, man. Okay. Get ready to watch these Yankees, bro. It's going down. Okay. I'm getting ready to watch my team. All right. We're going to make it pop. Ronald Brooks, ARB. I got your order last night, man. You should have got an alert, man. You picked up the Kobe Cigar Killer shirt. It's on its way, bro. It's in production right now, RB, man. I just want to let you know, man. Appreciate the patronage, and we got new stuff that's being loaded as we speak. Flex Money in the house. DJ Santiago in the house. What's going on? Bernardo Turner, LA. Okay, LA. Okay. Ooh, LA. California. Hey, it's going down, you guys. Unknown Raider guy. Okay. Raider Ryan, what's going on? What's happening? Beautiful day for a cigar. Beautiful day for a good conversation. Okay, love it. Okay, make sure you guys are going to Matthew Shack Unfiltered official store on Google or click the link. Pick you up some merch, man. Always look your best, bro. Okay, all right. Booty Bang, what's going on, big dog? What's happening? Ray Love, what's going on, Ray Lizzle? Okay, Mr. CT, Youngstown, Ohio in the building. You already know. Okay, what's going on, you guys, man? All right. Okay. Dominique, what's going on? Said shit sad at the end of the day, black on black. Hey, man, but hey, it got to be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be like that sometimes. I mean, man, you know, unfortunately, man, this had to happen, bro. It wouldn't have mattered if it could have been two white dudes. It wouldn't have mattered to me. I mean, somebody overstepped their bounds talking about somebody as a parent. And you know what? You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that shit, man. Okay? Nah, man, there's got to be a repercussion for that. People are just reckless at the jaw. They're reckless from the jawbone. All they do is be reckless, bro. Run their mouth. Okay? Look at on here. People who know they can't be touched. Well, you definitely could be touched, bro. Trust me. They got IP addresses. Somebody want to find your hoe ass. They could find you, bro. Trust me. Don't think that you, like I said, your ass will be walking out the 99-cent store. Somebody hit you over the head. I'm just trying to tell you. Don't think that this social media stuff don't have repercussions, because it does. Somebody really want to find you, bro. They can find you. But look at how brazen they are in here, bro. Look at how brazen they are in here. Okay. People on here thinking they safe, they'll say whatever. People come see you, bro. That's what Bron just did. I'm gonna come see you. And he did. All right. Booty Base, I always call it the Staples Center. Me too. It's Staples Center, dog. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, we're not changing names because you got a new sponsor. Okay, it is what it is. That's the house that Kobe built. The house that Kobe built is called Staples Center. Okay, that's what it's called. All right. Mm, mm, okay. Rob Rudy Rango, yeah, man. First pitch is going on, man. Let's see if we can run it back, man. Let's see if we can run it back. See if we can get back and make up for what we didn't get accomplished, man, with them damn Dodgers. Them Dodgers put their foot in our ass, bro. Okay. What's up, Maria? Like my sunglasses? Yeah, appreciate that. These sunglasses are definitely part of what I do, but they definitely are not cheap. These are definitely the real deal, Holyfield. Okay. All right. Okay, T Blow, is Stephen A. Becoming ESPN spokesman? He already is. He just signed $100 million deal. He's the man. He's the number one man at ESPN, bro. He's him. Stephen A. has conquered the game. He is official like a referee's whistle. He's the number one guy. He's him. Okay? Got to give it to him. He's him, dog. He earned that shit. All right? He definitely did. He's a titan. Stephen A. Smith in sports, entertainment, ESPN, Entertainment Sports Programming Network. If you didn't know what ESPN stood for, that's what it stands for. Not sports first. Entertainment first. Okay? Entertainment Sports Programming Network. That's what ESPN stands for. All right? So that means what? Entertainment is before sports. See, that's why he's running around doing all the gossip shit. That's why LeBron said that he's running around like Taylor Swift. He's on a Taylor Swift tour run. And I laughed. I thought that shit was hilarious. All right. Big Beezy, what's going on, Big Beezy? What's happening? Salute to the Raider and Unfiltered Nation and fam. You already know. Okay. Kenny Dunn said, since the reason LeBron won't say exactly what it is Stephen A. said about Bronny. Dude, you don't get to tell a parent how to be a parent without a repercussion. It's that simple. Whether they're man, come on, man. We all know bad parents. We all have seen a bad parent. May have been in your neighborhood. Okay, somebody who's bad parenting. You can go to Walmart and see bad parents. Okay, you go to Walmart, you see their kid rolling all over the floor, or you see a cute little girl and her nose is all boogery and it's all dried up and she looks dirty. Bad parenting, bro. But you don't get to walk up to that parent and tell them, as a father or someone who has a daughter, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for how you're allowing your daughter. You can't be doing no shit like that, bruh. And to be honest with you, that's called harassment. And if that person decided to get on the phone and call the local authorities would come and pull you out of there and at least talk to you. If not arrest your ass or cite you for what? Harassment. You can't do that shit. But you guys think because he's LeBron James and he's a billionaire and his son's in the NBA and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that he can't say something. He shouldn't say something if it's involving his son's, his performance. But when you said, as a father, as a person, I just think you need to stop this. That's harassment, bro. You don't get to say that shit. And Bron checked his ass. And I'm siding with LeBron all day. Like I said, you don't get to walk up to the parent who's unless they're abusing their kid, hitting them, pushing them, or letting them get in danger, but them walking around with a boogery nose, bro, or they're not dressed like you think they should be dressed. They're inappropriately dressed that you think. You don't get to walk up to that person and start berating them and telling them what they should do, because that's harassment. Your ass will definitely be kicked out the store. Management will tell you, and at least they'll trespass you. At the very least, they will trespass your whole ass. You are no longer able to be here. You've been trespassed. Don't be on the property. Have a good day. That's it. Okay? That's it. Black Raider. Stephen A's been having beef with everybody lately, from RG3. There you go. Ben Shapiro, now LeBron. The man is on. LeBron. Where's LeBron lying at? He's doing a Taylor Swift press run right now. He's everywhere. The man just signed a $100 million deal. The dude wants to be everything. The dude wants to be the next Bryant Gumbel and shit. He wants to be on the Today Show. He wants to be Stephen A. You're going to talk about people say LeBron is arrogant. Nah, Stephen A. is arrogant too. You got to be arrogant to be as great as him. Both of these dudes are great. They're great. Whether you like them or not, whether you judge them and put somebody above them or not, they're great. Both of them are. You don't get to be that great not being arrogant. You don't get to be the president twice and you're not arrogant. You gotta be. You gotta be confident and you gotta be arrogant. Everybody we talk about is the same. We talk about Dion, say he's arrogant. We talk about Floyd Mayweather, say he's arrogant. All these dudes are arrogant, bro, but they're where they at. They're at the top of their games, bro. They're at the top of their vocations. So that's what it is. But he has been having a lot of beef with majority of people. Now he's starting to try to go over here and have beef with some other people because it's in the politics vein and ain't a whole lot of people that look like him in there. Okay? There's not a whole lot of people that look like Stephen A over there in this political landscape right now. Okay? So he's got to beef with somebody that don't look like him if that's what he's doing. But he's going to get cooked over there. He's going to get cooked over there dealing with Bill O'Reilly and them. Okay? He's going to get his ass fried, dyed, and laid to the side messing around with Tucker Carlson. He's going to get cooked. He's going to get absolutely cooked, bruh. Okay? All right? Can't wait. All right, Bill Holloway. You know I'm going to ask. Hey, you know I'm smoking that house blend, Bill. I got to send you a couple of these. You know what I'm, my daily issue. Okay? All right. I know Raider guy, what's going on? Chung Kicks. Facts. If you like what we're doing over here, man, sub the channel, you guys. Sub the channel. Okay. Ronald Brooks with the $20 dono. Said, dude was looking straight up at Bron. Sure he was going to swing. Killed my first stick this past weekend. Felt worthy of that Kobe cigar killer waiting on the maximum. Hey, man. Hey. That's how you do it, RB, man. You got the gear. You doing your thug thizzle. You looking good. You're feeling good. You smoking good, bro. You're eating good. Okay, and when you're doing all of that, you'll be handling your business, bro. Okay, so I appreciate you, brother, and get ready for the next merch, man. We're loading it up as we speak. Okay. T-Blow says Stephen used to always say he never got personal. Can't get much more personal than telling somebody's parenting techniques on his high horse too much lately. Well, man, it's kind of hard not to be, man, when you just sign a deal for 100 M's, bro. You signed the biggest deal in the history of ESPN. Chris Berman Berman is the godfather of ESPN. Even Chris Berman didn't get that, bro. Okay? Even Chris Berman didn't get it. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. He didn't even get that deal, bro. This man, Stephen A. Smith, got the biggest deal in sports entertainment history, bro. I mean, he feeling himself. I'm feeling myself. He feeling himself. He should. A $100 million bag, bro. Okay? But LeBron is worth 1.2 billion. That's the difference. Okay? 1.2 billion. You're Millie. I'm Billy. Okay? Simple as that. All right? Simple as that. Somebody's a Millie. Somebody's a Billy. This is what it is. Okay? But yeah, he does get personal because that's why Kevin Durant's mama had to check him about 8 years ago. He was at the game, Golden State, and Mama Durant said, and Steven was like, oh, he told you the story. He's quick to tell you a whole story. Nobody tells the story. He's the snitch. He's the dude that's telling everything. He's the dude dry snitching. Nobody else talks about the conversation. He's the one that always gives the blow by blow. Oh man, I was standing here, I was chewing on a stick of bubble gum, and I was flipping through my phone, and Mama Durant told me to come over there, and I was like, oh, I came over there. Yeah, Mama Durant, you need to be leaving my son. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He's man, come on, dog. Y'all really like this. Y'all really like this cat. Y'all really like this cat, man, to be caping for him like that. He's cool. I don't have a problem with him. I like him too, but I don't like him enough to put on a damn Superman cape, a Batman cape, a Robin cape. Y'all walking around with Doctor Strange cape for this dude. He was wrong for that shit. He got checked, and he doesn't want to. He's got humiliated, and he got checked. He got embarrassed. He got ran up on because he said it out of his own words. LeBron ran up on me. I didn't see LeBron run up on you. I saw him walk up on you. I didn't see him run. He told you what he needed to tell you. And guess what? When he went on Pat McAfee and cooked your ass again, okay? Now you're on there talking about, I would have swung if he would have touched me. I mean, LeBron didn't even try to touch you. Why are you bringing up scenarios that didn't happen? Now he's into telling tall tales. Now he's Aesop's fables. Now, if LeBron would have had on a 10-gallon hat and had some cattle, he would have been a cowboy. And if he would, I don't like the Cowboys. And if that would have happened, I would have told him Jerry Jones. Come on, man, Steve, you're making up shit because the truth is killing you. Stick to the facts, homie. Okay, Bron ain't fabricated no situation. Oh, well, if he would have said something about my daughter, we would have been looking like LeBron like you crazy. Did he say anything about your daughter, Bron? No, he didn't. He said something about Bronny. Stephen A's the one, well, he would have touched me. I guarantee you I would have sworn. That's why LeBron put the video out. Like, since he's bringing up scenarios, let's just show what it would have looked like if he would have swung at me. Funny as hell. And that's something Stephen A posted. That's Stephen A's content. He posted that on his social media. So Bron was just like, let me repurpose this social media and make it into something funny, which it was. He looked crazy. So this is what he would have been doing, bro. I need to be afraid. Come on, bro. All right, man. Maurice Ross was good. What's happening? Okay, you already know. 3 ringers in the house. Booty Bang Shack. If Stephen said something like you, would you drag him, Stephen, through the dirt? It depends. It depends, bro. I mean, there's a time and place for everything. I'm not 21 anymore. I'm not 25. I'm not even 35. Like, man, you don't even understand where I was, bro, for a long time. I was that dude who was going to turn into some bullshit. Cops would have came. It would have been bad. But now, man, I could kill you more with my words. And back then, Booty Bang, I didn't have a platform. I have a platform now, bro. Okay? I talk to tens of thousands of people on a daily basis. So for me, I got a platform now. Now, LeBron, he has 165 million people, and that doesn't count the shares. That doesn't count. It's out there, bro. It might even be 500 million shares. I have a platform, so you know what I do now? I cook your ass on here. Not now, I'm gonna cook you on here because, hey, I'm not going to jail. I'm not gonna blow my situation. I don't need to be in courtrooms and paying lawyers and doing all of that shit. I got a platform. Before, I didn't have a platform. It was me walking into the barbershop, somebody telling me that somebody said some shit about me, blah, blah, blah. And then that person comes in to get a haircut and I'm in his face and everybody's breaking us up. That's what it was before. Now, oh, he said what? Oh, man, let me go ahead and put his name on a post. Let me go ahead and put, Joe, what the F? And cook him his buck-tooth baby mama, his ugly ass mama, and his whole ass grandma, and just cook them on here. That's what I would do. But where I am now, oh man, I ain't gotta fight you, bro. I just get on here and talk about you like a dog. That's all. So I wouldn't drag him through the dirt now, but when I was younger, it would have been a problem. Okay. Stephen got rolled up on. He did get rolled up on, and that's his words. Oh, he rolled up on me. When does Stephen A talk like that, bro? When does he talk like he rolled up on me and I was talking about your ass? And dude, why are you picking and choosing when you wanna be urban, bro? Like, come on, dog. Like you gonna use the slang? Oh, that wasn't a flex. Like you're gonna start saying that, Steve? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. You didn't get $100 million using hip hop slang in your shit, bro. You're not the late great Stuart Scott, okay? Cool as the other side of the pillow. Booyah! Now that dude, salute to him. He was black all the way, the whole time, but he didn't get no $100 million deal, did he? Stephen A, your industry now, bro. Your industry. Stop walking around here trying to go back to the hood, bro, and go back to the fish market. Stephen A's one of them type of cats, man. He wants to be seen, so he goes to the fish market on Friday. You know, everybody just got paid. Everybody's going to go to the fish spot because they got their bag. They trying to buy some catfish or some shit, and he walks in. Steve, what's up? Yeah, I just about to come get me some catfish. Nigga, you came in there on a Friday because you knew everybody was in there. All right? That's what he's doing now, bro. Okay? So, it is what it is. All right? Kenny Dunn said, Brian keeps saying stop talking about Ronnie, but he's not checking him on questioning his fatherhood. Man, how much time do you think he had? Man, he had a TV timeout. What's he supposed to do? Sit out there and pull out a laundry list of everything he's supposed to say to him? Like, come on, man. You guys, how do you say that you guys are on Stephen A's side without saying it? Let's not do that. Let's not try to make us into being crazy. Why do I need to address that when you know what I'm talking about? Dude, it wasn't like, oh, I was talking to this person and he told that person. Steve knew what he was saying, bro. He knew what he was saying. And to be honest with you, I never heard LeBron say that that's all he said. I only heard that's what Stephen A said. Have you ever heard LeBron James tell you what he said in that conversation? Have you ever heard LeBron James say, I walked up to Stephen A and I said A, B, and C? Or did you just hear one person's side? You don't know what LeBron said to him. You don't know. All you know is what Stephen A said. That's how I know y'all are biased towards LeBron, because LeBron never told you what he said. Stephen A told you what he said. So you don't think Stephen A could have left some shit out? You don't think Stephen A could have not said everything that was said? Said what's going to work for him? This man is a genius. Stephen A is a smart intellectual man. Are you crazy? Oh, I'm going to say the thing that's going to make me look bad? Nah, I'm smart, bro. I'm an intellectual, bro. I didn't create this channel to be an idiot. I never heard LeBron James corroborate anything that Stephen A said. Not one thing. I never heard LeBron say, I walked up to him and I said, stop effing with my son. Yeah, you can read his lips, but you don't know what he was saying when he was walking away. You don't know what he said when he walked up. All you know is when you got that camera from this point to this point. You didn't get the whole thing when Bron stood up and looked at him and said something and walked off. You didn't see none of that. That's how I know y'all ain't intellectuals. Y'all casuals. You casuals when it comes to life. You think that's all that was said is what you know? Nah. Not when we got the same homies. Not when we got the same friends. Not when we kick it in the same spots. Not when we're at the same events. Not when we're at the same weddings and shit. Nah, dog. This has been going on for 15 years, bro. There's stuff you don't know. There's stuff that's not going to be said. There's stuff that was said that's never going to get out. If you think all Bron said about Stephen A. Smith is stop effing with my son and that's all he said, you on that powder, homie. You on that powder. Because that's not all you would have said. If it would have been you, you wouldn't have just said, oh, man, stop effing with my son, bro. So, hey, stop effing with my son. That's all you going to say, bro? Y'all got the same friends. Y'all got the same connects. Y'all know everybody. Y'all hang out in the same spots. Nah. Bron said way more than that. And so did Steve. Stephen A said way more than that. So you only know what you know. Okay? I think I just killed that right there. If you think LeBron James only said that and that was it, you casual, bro. Nothing you can say. Okay? That boy OD, Stephen A's a clown. Yep. I mean, I don't know if he's a clown, but he's definitely getting cooked. Okay? He better be a chef because he's getting cooked. All right. Okay. Let's see here. T-Blow says, pardon the interruption, guys. I'm becoming the only sports journalist that I can tolerate. I'm sure there's others. I mean, everybody's entitled to like what they like. Okay, and everybody's entitled to like what they like, and everybody's not entitled to what they don't like. I mean, that's the beauty of life. You can really, you don't like KFC, shit, you can go to Church's Chicken, okay? Or go to Popeyes. You don't like Popeyes, you don't like chicken, you can go over here. You're a vegetarian, you can do this, So it is what it is, man. I mean, I think it's beautiful that we have so many choices here in this world. Like you can legitimately avoid what you don't like. You can legitimately avoid anything that you don't like. You can avoid it. Unless you're at work, unless you're at a place where you can't get around it, you live with somebody you can't get away, you work where people you don't like and you can't get out, or you haven't found a job or whatever. But typically, you can live your life in a bubble and only be around what you want to be around. So it's good that you had that, bro. Okay. Julian said, Shaq, do you have a video take on Crabtree to live? Qualib Twali, Qualib Twali, that's a rapper. You mean Akib Talib? Brawl back in the days? No, I wasn't on YouTube at that time, dog. I was on Facebook. I'm sure there's a Facebook video I did on it. Yeah, that was very funny, bro. That whole situation. That's just another situation of somebody being more about that life than somebody else. And if you didn't know, Akib Talib's brother got in that same situation and wound up killing, unaliving, I should say, unaliving a coach, man, at a game, arguing with their kids or something, and his brother's in jail for life. So some people, man, are all this barking and all that shit. Some people, it doesn't work out that way. But maybe I'll bring it up one day. All right, Chung Kicks in the house. Okay, all right, okay. That's why you said everyone, man, booty bang. I know a guy who I don't fool with. I know a whole bunch of them. I grew up with a whole bunch of them. I don't fool with them. Like, they're on Facebook, but nah, dog, too much water under the bridge, bro. There is no turning back. I mean, there's things that you could say it takes years to build relationships with people, but it can be ruined in seconds. It can be ruined in absolute seconds, man. I mean, ever since I started doing what I do, doing this, but like I said, I was doing this on Facebook, even huger numbers than this, okay? My boy Bill Holloway's on here. A lot of you guys follow me from Facebook. I be on here, man, anywhere from 20 to 60,000 people on the live every time I was on, bro. Every time. I mean, tens of thousands of people, all right? But when I started getting that kind of attention, people that I grew up with, some of them, they was trying to talk backhanded and try to say things, sneak dissing and saying shit. And people was telling me, yo, man, people saying this, saying that you think you're this now because you're doing this and you're doing that. And I'm like, I don't even talk to them niggas. Like, I don't even consort with them. Okay. And then they come and post something and say something on a comment when I'm talking to somebody, try to, make themselves look like they were checking me, whatever. Man, you know what I did? I said, you know what? I did just like LeBron James. I said, you know what? I did a live on them. I went and threw their name in some shit. Once I did that, and they all those people saw it, they was like, because I didn't care what you thought about me. I'm going to tell you what I think about you, and I got a platform. Once I realized that I got a platform, dog, they don't say nothing now. Not a word. Because they know I will get on here, I'll put their name in a title, and I'll talk shit about them. And tell exactly what happened. Oh, this, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, remember that time over here with this girl, and she said this about you? Oh, remember that situation over here where you got checked by them dudes because you came out of somebody's house and you got checked by the husband? I'll say all of that. Some of us don't have no filter. This is Matthew Shaq Unfiltered. You know that, right? You know I ain't got no filter. And you can't, what are you going to do? It's facts. You can't sue me for telling the truth. Because I'll just start, don't get me to get nobody on here as a guest. I'll say, oh, well, I got the girl right here. Let me get Danya on the phone. Hit Danya up. Danya split the screen on your ass. Hey, Danya, what happened with, what happened over here with Joe? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Joe was out of pocket. See, don't mess with me. They're the wrong people. Okay? So that's what it is, bruh. Like, telling you. All right. Okay. All right. Get a boy ready to say, I don't play about my kids. You don't get, I'm trying to tell you, man, you don't get to try to play victim when you talk about somebody's kids, bro. You don't get to do that, dog. You don't get to do that, man. Oh, see, guys think, like I said, man, when it comes to a man's daughter, she could be 40 years old, dog. You gonna come to her defense. And that's commendable. That's commendable, bro. If your daughter's 32 years old, man, and somebody's talking greasy about your daughter at the bar you go to, and you know who it is, and you know it's Willard, you're gonna go down to that bar and you're gonna check Willard. You might even knock his ass out. What was that you said about my daughter? Oh, well, your daughter's 32 years old. She's running and jumping in and out of cars. What's the problem? You knock his ass out. And no one would tell you was wrong. But when it comes to your son, see, this is how I know there's a lot of men out there who have daddy issues. A lot of you guys that are blaming LeBron James for going hard for his son because he's 20, how do you say that you have a daddy issue? How do you say that you have a daddy issue without saying it? Don't matter, bro. There's certain fathers out here that go hard for their sons no matter what, bro. It doesn't matter how old my son is. My son call his dad up and he needs me. I'm there. You don't get to tell me, oh, come on, Shaq, your son's 25. Let him. Nah, dog, it depends on the situation. I know my son. I know what my son can handle, and I know what my son can't handle. That's my job as a father, to know what my son can deal with. Okay? Bronny is not the guy to be able to deal with that situation with Stephen A. Plus, he's 20. Plus, he almost passed away, bro. He almost died. Let's just keep it a buck. All right? My son does not have the capacity at 20 to deal with old-ass Stephen A. Smith. That's my job. So all these guys, oh, man, Brian, see, you got daddy. Your dad never did shit for you. That's why. That's why it's so easy for you to blame LeBron. It's so easy for you to be mad at Deion Sanders for what he did for Shadur. That's why it's so easy for you guys to be mad at LeVar Ball for what he was doing for his sons. Some of us fathers out here, we go hard for ours. Don't matter, bro. It doesn't matter if it's our son. It doesn't matter if it's our daughter. It doesn't matter if it's our niece or nephew. It doesn't matter if it's our godkids. We're coming for you, bro. And a lot of you guys don't understand that shit, bro. I couldn't believe the dudes. Oh man, he only leave because of his father. Your dad never did shit for you. That's why you don't get it. Your dad didn't even help you get a job when you needed a job, dog. Hey, Dad, could you help me? Nah, man, you got to do what I did. I got kicked out at 14. See, that's how you guys were raised. You guys were raised like that. You were raised where your father always had an excuse why he didn't help your bitch ass. He always had a reason why, when you really needed some help and you really needed some assistance, he always had a effing excuse why he didn't help your ass, bro. Oh, I've been on my own since I was 14. Figure it out. Dad, I just really need $100 to get my car, serviced. I need some tires. I need some brakes. Oh man, you better figure it out. Oh, when I was your age, I was. That's how a lot of you guys was raised. Me, not me. Not me. Okay? Sorry, bro. A lot of guys in my neighborhood, they didn't have it like I had it. I had both of my parents in the house, my real father and my real mother. I didn't have no steps. I didn't have my mom's boyfriend, none of that shit. When I needed something, Dad, I need blah, blah, blah. My father, back in the days, and I used to walk in the snow 14 miles to school both ways. I didn't hear that shit. My dad could either do it, or he couldn't do it at that time, and he would figure out what he needed to do to get it done. I could call my dad right now. I'm a grown ass man, and can call my dad and say, Dad, I'm in a situation. I'm in a bind. I need some help. And my father isn't going to say, oh, well, man, you're a grown man, and you got your own family. Nah, dog. Y'all got daddy problems. That's why you talk so much shit about Prime. Oh, the only reason why Shadur was a starting quarterback because of his dad. Maybe if you had a dad, you'd appreciate that shit. Your dad wouldn't help you do nothing. You broke down on the freeway. You call your dad up. Your dad like, well, shit, man, I'm in the bed. I'm asleep. Or he wouldn't even answer your phone call. So that's what it is, bro. You don't get to tell LeBron James how to be a dad. He's the type of dad that's going to have his hands on his son. It's that simple. Shadur's 24. Bronny's 20. Shadur's 24 years old. Whose hands is on him? Prime. That's what it is, bruh. A lot of y'all out there, man, and if your father wasn't there for you, don't do that shit to your kids, bro. Don't do what your father did to you. Don't, as soon as you graduated from high school and he pushed you out. All right, you got to get out there in the world and make it happen. Maybe your kid isn't you. Maybe your kid doesn't deserve that. Maybe your kid needs an extra year. Maybe your kid needs a little time to mature. Then what happens? They go out on the street, and then all these wolves are out here, bro. All these wolves are out here. Now your son is running with the wrong crowd. Now your son is out there doing robberies and doing something strange for some change. Then he gets locked up, and then you say he ain't shit. Nah, you ain't shit because you pushed your kid into a situation that they weren't equipped for. And that's the truth, whether you like it or not. And every time I hear somebody talking shit about LeBron James and Bronny James, they're always a male. I never see no women saying that. That's how I know. Because a woman doesn't care. A mom is going to be there for their son regardless. But you guys, y'all got daddy problems, bro. And Shaq's going to tell you to your face. I don't need to look at you. You're looking at me. You got a problem because your father wasn't there for you, or you don't know his ass, or he never did shit for you, or he had another family he was doing shit for. That's the truth, bruh. And so if I see your comment on here and you say anything greasy, all you're doing is telling on yourself. That's all you're doing. You're just telling on yourself. Your father didn't help you. Period. Now troll that shit. Troll what I just said, because all you're doing is telling on yourself. You don't get to tell LeBron James how to be a father, dog. He was the one that laid down with Savannah and made him. That's between me and my wife, bro. I wish somebody would tell me what to do with my son. You tell me that, bro? Shit. I don't care how old my son is. My son needs me. I'm his father. I'm his father forever. And if you're really a good father, when you're out of here, you would have had your kids set up. Did your father set you up before he passed away? No, he didn't leave you nothing. He left you with a bunch of bills. He left you where you had to figure out how to bury his ass. He didn't even have a life insurance policy to bury him. That's how much he loved your raggedy ass. He didn't even say, well, you know what? I don't want to put this burden on my son. He didn't do shit. Nothing, bro. He made you and left you to the world. That's why you're bitter. That's why you're saying all the shit you're saying. Okay? But all of us ain't that way. Some of us is real cool with their father. I talked to my dad yesterday. My dad comes on these lives. Y'all have seen my father on here before. I don't have daddy problems. I don't have daddy issues. When I see somebody doing something for their son, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me. Okay? I was the kid. On Christmas, I said, Dad, I want the BMX bike. When I woke up on Christmas, BMX bike. Right there. I was the kid that got what he wanted. And my boys did not get it what they wanted. And they were mad. Oh, man, you're spoiled. Oh, you get everything you want. Hey, man, shit. Somebody got to be me. Am I arrested? Am I in jail? Am I having babies all over everywhere? You know. Shit, I wasn't the one. I've never been in juvenile hall a day in my life. Oh, shit, I was a good kid. Yeah, I got in trouble at school every once in a blue moon. But shit, I didn't do nothing crazy. I never stole nobody's purse. I never broke in nobody's house. Shit, hell wrong with you guys. All right. Booty Bang said the friend that I cut off because he was being disrespectful to my mama is mad that I cut him off. How do you say we're never talking again? You ever say something disrespectful to my mother, bruh? Man, shit. You're lucky that's all you did. Okay? You should have wiped his nose. Okay? And I ain't talking about with a tissue. Should have wiped his nose, bruh. Like a lot of y'all, man, this social media has really got you guys brazen and brave out here. All right? Okay? Booty Bang says LeBron pulled a bane on Steven. He did? Okay? All right, yeah, look up that video. What's going on, Sarah? Sarah K. Scott in the house. What's going on, Sarah? Says she walking around on her walk. Sarah, you be staying in shape. Okay, shots fired, Big B. Okay, all right, man. Alex says Stephen A. ain't even built like that. I mean, you saw the boxing, man. I mean, the video, He clowned you with your own material, bro. Like they say, man. I clowned you with your own shit. He just went in and pulled the social media up when Stephen A was boxing, trying to show that he was like, man, what were you doing, bro? I mean, he looked crazy. Stephen A looked real. He looked real uncoordinated. Talking about what he would have did. Come on, bro. Yeah, Lakers handling their business last night. Okay. ESPN getting return on investment. That's true. That's true. Because people love drama more than on the court. Correct, Jay. What does ESPN stands for? Entertainment, Sports, Programming, Network. It's not SPE. It's not SEPN. It's ESPN. Entertainment, Sports. Entertainment is first. You're right. Run it up. Okay. They both eating off each other. I don't think LeBron's eating off him. What is LeBron getting out of it? LeBron's already worth $1.2 billion. What is he getting? How's he eating off of Stephen A? How is LeBron James eating off Stephen A? LeBron James has made people rich. I mean, Skip Bayless. Just imagine Skip Bayless without LeBron James being able to talk about. That man probably made like $100 million talking about LeBron James. Without LeBron James, man, we wouldn't even know who Skip Bayless was. Okay? I don't think LeBron eating off him at all. What he's doing is he's cooking his ass just because. All right. Sarah Skate Scott said, I don't know why Draymond was liking him when he was paying check-ins to Big U. Hey, Sarah, you know I'm here in LA. You know, hit me on back channel. I know shit about. I've heard a lot about what's going on with that kind of situation. I ain't gonna talk about it on here though. I ain't gonna do that. All right, I'm not gonna do that because there's too much stuff going on right here in LA. Okay, there's a whole bunch of RICO cases, a whole bunch of shit going on. But that situation that's years old. But hit me up, Sarah. We'll talk about it. Okay, privately. See, because I could talk to Sarah. I don't have to worry about it being leaked out. All right. Robert Benjamin said, whack 100 Smith. I mean, come on, bro. He walking around here saying, you know, we're around there flagging up. Okay. Funny as hell. All right. Okay. All right, man. Like I said, if you saying something stupid, I'm not even going to read it. All right. Don't get it wrong. Don't act like Stephen A, man. But come on, man. I mean, I like Stephen A, bro. There's things about Stephen A I like. I mean, I don't look at these guys as like a lot of y'all look at them as. I mean, if Uncle Shay Shay says something, you guys are, oh, Uncle Shannon Sharp said, Stephen A said, y'all, you know, you guys are up their ass. I'm, you know, pause. I'm not. I respect them, but I got my own podcast slash, you know, vlog. I got my own channel. You know, so I mean, I don't look at them as, oh, they said something, so that's the law. I'm gonna do my homework. You know, I'm gonna do what I do. So I, you know, respect them as men. You do your thing, I do my thing, and you know, sometimes I agree with you, and sometimes I don't. People come here say, Shaq, I don't always agree with you, but I respect what respect what you're doing. Cool. It's not a prerequisite that you know. I'm not looking for everybody to agree with me, dog. But when it becomes personal and gets disrespect, then I have to cook you, and that's what happened. It got personal. You shouldn't have said, as a father, LeBron, I'm begging you to not do. No, man, that's personal. You're not my friend. Are you Dwayne Wade? Are you Carmelo Anthony? Are you the late great Kobe Bean Bryant? Those are his friends. You're not my friend, dog. You're not my homie. You don't get to tell me that shit. Nah, I'm gonna check you. Okay. We got some delusional people on here. All right. Level playing field said Bron brought the criticism when he forced Bronny into the league. That's cap. Has nothing to do with the criticism of Bronny. Has everything to do. See, y'all miss you guys. Y'all don't hear very well. Bronny being critiqued as a basketball player is fair game. This is the truth of why of the Stephen A and LeBron James feud, not what your opinion is. The truth is, Stephen A questioned his parenting skills. That's what this is about. Everything else you say don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing. Okay. All right. YM says he did have a beef with Carr. Oh, you talking about Derek Carr? No, he didn't have a beef with Derek Carr. Max Kellerman had a beef with Derek Carr. Let's get it right, bro. Max Kellerman had a beef with Derek Carr, and Stephen A jumped in and jumped Derek Carr. That's what happened. Instead of letting it be two white dudes going at each other, which would have been very entertaining. Max Kellerman can handle his business. It was Derek Carr didn't like what Max Kellerman said, and he went at Max Kellerman, and Stephen A walked in as the black dude. Hey. So he didn't have beef with DC. He came in trying to be Debo. Let them handle their business, bro. Let it be a friendly fade. Okay? If the two little homies wanna squabble, let them squabble. You don't jump in and try to, yeah. And if I got his back, man, move out the way and let these two little cats go and do what they do. So that ain't true. Steve didn't have no beef with Derek Carr. He jumped in. And what did he do against Max Kellerman? See, what you're saying right now, you don't want to get into that. You don't want to dig into that. You don't want to dig into that, bro. You don't. The dude who he helped to jump Derek Carr, he turned on him and got him fired. So what does that make Steve? What does that make Stephen A, bro? Makes him a bully, don't it? It kind of makes him into a bully, don't it? It's a fair fight. Let Derek Carr and Max Kellerman can handle that. Max Kellerman was cooking Stephen A every day on that show. That's why he got removed. Max Kellerman used to cook Stephen A. He couldn't even fool with that cat. He had a problem with it because he said, Derek Carr, you're never going to do this and you're never going to do that, and the Raiders will be better off without you. And guess what? Derek Carr said something back, and they were going back and forth, and Stephen A came in trying to make it about him. But guess who turned on him? The same dude. Like I said, man, you guys can't come over here and just say shit. We're gonna dissect it, bro. We're gonna dissect it. All right? We definitely are. And that's the point. Huh? Hold on a second. Let me get this hoe off my shit. Okay? You're talking too much, man. Once you start talking in all caps, you gotta go. Okay? I mean, go argue with your bucktooth mama. Don't be on here writing in all caps and shit. Okay? I'm not paying attention to you because you're saying stupid shit. All right? When you're dumb, you're dumb. You don't typing in all caps ain't gonna make me read your shit. Okay? I read your comment. It was stupid as hell. I ignored it. Now you want to write in caps? I'm gonna block the shit out of you. Like we don't do that over here, bro. Okay? All right. Jay said drama negativity sells peak game. That's ESPN pushing it. Still, it's still about me. I still can talk about it. I mean, if I'm LeBron James, I don't care about that shit. It's a game for them. It's a come up for them. It's ratings for them. It doesn't help Bron. What helps me is to go on Pat McAfee's show, make the ratings even higher, and cook you on that shit. You know how embarrassing that is for you to be the number one guy on ESPN, and I get to go on an ESPN show and cook you and call you Taylor Swift? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's embarrassing, Steve. You should have left that man alone. I mean, maybe Stephen A should do a Drake and sue ESPN, because that's what Drake did. Drake sued UMG. I'm going to sue my record company for letting them put out They're Not Like Us. Oh, so maybe he'll sue ESPN because they allowed LeBron to go on Pat McAfee's show and diss him. Come on, dog. Come on, man. All right. Bill said Bristol snowball drive-by capital. Yeah. Oh man, I got one. Okay, crazy as hell. Funny as hell. All right, Arlie. Yeah, these shades are hot, though. You know what I'm saying? You got $600. You can get some too. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. AD can't make it up. I think it's for ratings. It's ratings, but it's personal still. I mean, it's like anything else, bro. It's like capitalize it off of a tragedy or capitalize it off of some bullshit. Somebody's gonna sell. I mean, damn. You got two old ladies fighting in the street. Man, somebody's smart enough to sell some T-shirts. I mean, somebody making money off of the foolishness. It makes sense. Somebody's gonna monetize it. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. Stephen A. Swift. I mean, LeBron cooked him, dog. I mean, saying he's on a Taylor Swift tour run. I thought that was hilarious, bro. There's nothing funnier than a dude who isn't funny saying some funny shit. LeBron James ain't funny. He ain't a comedian. I would expect Stephen A to say something funny because he is in that business. But to have a basketball player go on a show and say something funny like that, I mean, damn, dog. I mean, you really got cooked on that. That was hilarious. I mean, that's the last thing I expected him to say. Okay, come on, dog. Bronny and Stephen A's method in a boxing match. Yeah, Steve, and Bronny don't got time for that, man. Bronny's not that type of kid. Bronny's not that type of kid, man. You gotta know who's about that life or not. Bronny is not a street guy. He is a suburban kid, a kid that grew up in a millionaire son, a superstar son. He ain't gonna get in boxing, do all the stuff that y'all want to see. You're not doing that, bro. That kid is trying to play basketball, man. That's all he cares about. All he cares about is playing basketball. He's not gonna entertain you guys with boxing matches and MMA bouts and all this shit. They ain't not doing that, though. God. All right, yeah, I'm about to go check them out in a little bit, man. It's almost on. Yeah, I'm about to go check it out. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Greg Turner says Stephen A is a joke for saying in his boxing video, shame, shame, shame. I mean, why do you post the video why do you post that up? Why did Stephen A post that up, dog? All Brian did was go to his page and pull the video, download it and put it on his shit. I mean, why did you post that in the first place? To show that you can fight? I mean, that was a bad look for Stephen A. It's been on it for like a year, bro. Okay. All right. Ronald Brooks, I appreciate that $20 dono. Okay. Off the hook. Okay. Nah. No. Already. You guys that keep talking about what he said about Bronny James and his game, I've already addressed it. You guys are way back there, bro. You guys are down the street and around the corner. We're up here. We're in first place. You guys are in last place. We already discussed that. Keep talking about all he said was no. That's not all he said. He said as a father. That's what y'all ain't. Like I said, I'm not even going to read. I've already broke it down. We broke it down. It has nothing to do with Bronny. It has everything to do with you questioning him. And Stephen A corroborated. Remember when he said, I wasn't talking about your son. I was talking about your ass, which he was. As a father, please stop this. That's where it comes from. So all this other shit you guys are talking about, man, you guys need to go somewhere else with that. Go to another channel, bro. Okay? Go to another channel with that shit. What's going on? Shady business. What's going on? Okay? All right. Like I said, man, we already know we already know where you guys lie. All right? I'm not even reading it. Okay? All right. Okay? All right. Okay? Yeah, straight up. Okay. Alex said, could Bron and end Stephen A's career doing podcasts? No, he couldn't end his career. And it's not what he wants to do. What he wanted to do was let him know, say something about my parenting again. That's what you guys, all y'all, this shit is going over your head like this. Y'all keep talking about Bronny because it's easy. It's low-hanging fruit. It's easy for you guys. You don't have to think. Somebody's already thought that scenario out for you. All you guys that keep talking, all he said was talking about Bronny, and Bronny doesn't deserve to be an elite. You guys are y'all in first grade, bruh. Y'all first graders. You didn't even have to think of that narrative. Everybody says the same shit. Even I said what you say, but what you're not saying is what I'm saying. You're not on the PhD level, bro. You're not up here. You're not walking around with them graduate degrees. I said, he said his parenting skills. Y'all, that's what got it. And you ain't even mentioning that because it's above your pay grade, bro. It's above your pay grade. How do you say you have a daddy issue without saying it? All y'all that's talking all that shit, you know damn well your dad didn't even claim you, bro. You didn't even know who your father was until you were 22. Okay? You thought the guy that didn't look like you was your dad. Like, let's just keep it a buck, bro. I tell the truth over here. We know. You guys go so hard on a man you'll never meet, you'll never talk to, you'll never be in his midst. You'll talk so greasy about a man that takes care of his kids, a man that's there for his son because you wish you were in that position. You really do. You really do, dog. You wouldn't have never stole that girl's purse if you would have been able to, your father would have gave you a job somewhere. You wouldn't have have a record. You wouldn't be where you are right now. You wouldn't be sleeping under a bridge stealing Wi-Fi from Taco Bell right now, dog, on here. You wouldn't be on your grandmother's call plan. You wouldn't be sleeping in your grandmother's basement, okay? If you had a father that actually loved you and cared about you, you wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't be barking so much. You wouldn't be typing in all caps. You wouldn't be trying to be seen. You wouldn't be running around here with a damn Speedo, bro, okay? It is what it is. And if anything I say is bothering you, I'm talking to your ass like Stephen A. I'm talking to your ass. You guys out there, man, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves as men that you're walking around here concerned about this. You should really feel ashamed. You should really look at yourself and figure out why your shit is effed up right now. You should really be trying to understand why your life is in shambles right now. You're in shambles, bro. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Like I said, I'm in charge. I mean, I don't have to read your comment. I can get ready. I can block you. See, when you running shit, see, how's it feel to run shit? You still on fries. You ain't never gonna get on the register. You've been there 15 years. They don't see you as a person that can handle the money. You don't get to talk to nobody at your job. Okay? You're not a face person. You're not hey, welcome to Walmart. They won't even let you do that. Your ass is in the back unloading trucks. You're always going to be in the back unloading trucks. Okay? Simple as that. You don't call no shot. That's why you guys try to go so hard to try to get me to, to side with you. You don't call no shots in your life. Okay? At all. Your car ain't in your name by itself. You ain't on the lease by yourself. You don't even have your own health plan. Like, you guys ain't calling no shots, man. That's why you guys go so hard when you see a man that calls his shots and controls his entire situation. I control what somebody says about me. I control about where my kid's gonna be. I control who says something about my kid. I control everything, bro. That man has more power than you, and you don't like it. And guess what? You got about another 10 minutes on your lunch, and you're gonna have to get back to stacking those pallets. Like, some of us ain't on a schedule. Some of us could sit here on a Thursday morning smoking on a cigar on his patio, talk as long as he wants. Every day. Somebody don't have no... Hey, man, Sammy said, man, you got to get back over there, man, and get into that freezer room, man, and grab them steaks, bro. Like, you got shit to do. You don't got time to be over here trying to convince me. You don't have time, dog. You don't have all the time in the world. You're limited in time, bro. You're gonna be working pretty soon. You better go get some sleep. You're gonna be working a 16 today. Do you really want to be on here trying to get me to believe what you're talking about? Just saying. All right, man, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to watch my Yankees. I'm about to be in my house, order some food, watch the game. Like, some of us are shot callers and some of us are foot soldiers. Simple as that. Okay? You gotta get back to cleaning that, shoveling that shit, man. I mean, that lion shit out there at the zoo, you gotta clean that shit up. Like, you don't got time to be trying to convince me. All right? So I'll just ignore your comment. All right? Okay? I love it. Okay? All right, man. Funny as hell, Just Aside. You see him on here, Just Aside? I mean, they failures, bro. They failures as men, dog. It's a damn shame. You don't gotta be like that, bro. You don't get to tell another parent, a parent, how to be a parent. You don't get to do that, bro. But you guys have so much disdain for somebody who is far greater than you. No matter what you say about LeBron James, he's greater than you. No matter what you say about Stephen A. Smith, he's greater than you. He's greater than you. Simple as that. They're not thinking about anything you're talking about. That's why you're typing in all caps. That's why you're saying all kinds of crazy shit. You don't even call shit in your own house. You don't even call a shot in your own house, bro. You don't even get to call shit. Charlie, you got your underwears in the bathroom. Get in here and get them. You don't call no shots nowhere. You don't call no shots nowhere, bro. Okay? You don't call no shot. You don't know how it feels, man, to come home, bro, and the woman in your life, bro, that ain't your mama, tells you, Hey, baby, what do you want to eat tonight? Oh, it's what are we having? Every time you walk in the house, is what are we having, bro? They don't even ask you, well, do you want steak tonight? Do you want pork chops? Whatever the kids are eating is what your punk ass is eating. Oh, I'm going to say this shit that's going to hurt your feelings, bro. You know it's hurting your soul right now, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying is going all the way down to your molecules, to your atoms. You know it's definitely burning you up. It's burning you up, what I'm saying, bro. That's why I'm saying it. You can't even say, can we have chicken in there? Chicken? You know how much chicken costs? You need to go buy some chicken. You're the type of cat. Then I'm gonna get off of here because the Yankees getting ready to come. I'm about to watch the game. You're the type of dude who your girl don't even cook for you. You fending for yourself when you walk home. You come home. You work the 16, kids 8, she 8. You get in there, ain't nothing for you. Didn't cook an extra chicken breast for you. Nothing. You're on your own, bruh. You better get in there and make you a PB&J, homie. Or you better eat on the way home. Because she didn't cook for you. At all. At all. All right, man. Love all y'all out there. I hope some of y'all grew up on this conversation. But we already know that you didn't. Matt Check and Filter.